clarify very briefly your designation within the ATM? Last we heard you were either fired because of your popularity. So which is it? Are you another Whitfield kind of a casualty? Yes, no?
I'm an NEC member of the ATM. In Parliament, I represent the party as a party leader.
All right, despite the reports that you are no longer its president.
Yeah, there's been a change because previously I used to be president. Now, Professor Sizwe Nonqunga is the president. I'm in the National Executive Committee. In Parliament, I'm the party leader.
All right, so everything with the ATM is intact. You don't have any leadership squabbles, potential litigation as to who's the legitimate president or leader of the party?
No. Everything is smooth in the ATM. That's why even with this change, we've been all speaking in one voice to say strategically we're gearing up towards the local government elections and we need to make an impact in Parliament. That is why there was a need to ensure that I focus on the work in Parliament and Professor Nonqunga focuses on the work of the party outside of Parliament.
Okay, and these changes were as a result of your popularity or not?
Not at all. I'm not even that popular, by the way. It is the party sitting down and saying the best way to move forward, it is to allocate my responsibilities to spend in Parliament. We'll recall that once you are a party with 2 or 3 seats in Parliament and you are having we are also holding the position of being a president, you need to balance the work of the party outside of Parliament and also the work in Parliament. There's bills that we sponsored, there's ad hoc committees that we want established, there's the constitutional review process in which we have to sit in each and every meeting. Now, that is not possible if I've got other responsibilities outside of Parliament.
All right. Now, thank you for clarifying your organizational reshuffle, for lack of a better word. But let's talk about the amendments that you are proposing to the Constitution as it stands and what that parliamentary process entails. In other words, you've made your submissions. And then what happens next?
What happens next is that the committee will sit down, review all of the submissions, start discussing clause by clause in order to make a determination as to which of those clauses have got support from the members in the committee to ensure that when the committee now goes on public hearings to hear the views of South Africans, it is taking into account the inputs that have been provided to the committee by the citizens who made submissions, including the parties that made submissions.
Yeah, you would have raised an objection because you find that certain clauses are problematic, maybe in the advancement of the South Africa and its people, the preamble that South Africa belongs to all who live in it. You are taking objection to that, wanting it to be for citizens. What is the change, what is it going to look like, the practical implementation of that change, if you will, if it is adopted?
I think we need to remind people that, you know, when the Constitution was discussed over 30 years ago, the ANC government wanted to prove to the world that it will be the opposite of the inhumane apartheid government. So they were wanting to have a constitution that will give confidence to them as the ANC, to the international community, that unlike the other countries that were oppressed, there's not going to be a case whereby the people that were oppressed are now oppressing the former oppressors, because that was the fear and the environment back then. So they made a constitution that is so open to everyone without taking into account the issue of sovereignty, protecting of the national interest and ensuring the rights of the citizens are held in higher regard as opposed to the rights of other people who are not citizens. So that is the environment in which the constitution was founded on. So